Hi guys, it's me, and I want to show you guys how and what I did to manifest my dream life, part 1. I'm currently on my 5th life right now, and as you view this video, I wanted to inspire, encourage, and motivate you to your highest potential. No more playing low, but before we dive deep, let's go back to the beginning. Growing up as a beautiful girl from the South, family was all around me with love and support. My granddaddy in particularly would always remind me that I can do anything I put my mind to. He was so passionate and so certain about that I had no choice but to believe it as well. To this day, this affirmation sticks with me. I became a teacher by day, working until the janitor put me out to stay on top of my work. And at nights and weekends, I was a server at Bum Howard's restaurant. At this point, I began to get frustrated with life. I worked tirelessly to make ends meet and to be able to pay my bills, but I felt like I was drowning. Have you ever felt like that? Like no matter what you're doing, it's not enough to stay afloat. The pressure was so intense that I was diagnosed with anxiety and I had to take meds to ease the tension. But I knew this was not the life I wanted. Dependent on the endless cycles of working to survive and not thriving, not enjoying, not exploring, I felt so boxed in and restricted. One day while working at Bum Howard's in June 16, I met an angel. She and her husband sat at my table, and as I'm saying the same spiel as I have countless times about the menu, she stopped me dead in my tracks and asked me if I was okay. What? Am I okay? How does she know I'm not? I'm smiling, I sound friendly, but honestly, deep down, I was sad and depressed, dimming low. I couldn't hide my pain from her, and I told her what I was going through. She listened intently and said something I had never heard before. Have you thought about teaching abroad? Oh my goodness, I had never thought about that. I didn't even know that was a possibility. So I did some research and decided to take the leap. I knew change would be challenging, but I also knew I couldn't stay in the same space I was in. I could only go up from here. Fears aside, confidence activated. Within 60 days, I used that time to pray and ask God to align me with the best possible job offers. I wrote down my job specifics such as salary, safety, contract terms, location, etc. in my journal and reviewed it regularly. I visualized my new life, daydreamed and fantasized about all the new experiences I would have. And lastly, I asked God to give me confirmation when the right choice presented itself clearly. And on August 2nd of 16, 2 months after I met my angel, I signed my first teaching contract and first international flight to Kuwait, 19 hours away. That was my confirmation because that was my birthday. Leo season. Sure, I had other offers, but none of them felt right until this one. It's your birthday! The next part of my journey was finally telling my family. I didn't know what they were going to say, if they would agree or not, but at this point, I had my mind made up. Regardless if opinions didn't agree, I knew what I wanted. Within a week of me set to leave, I told my family at my birthday dinner because, one, you can't get mad at me on my birthday, duh. But pleasantly, my family, especially my granddaddy, was thrilled and happy for me. To be the first one in my family to fly and work overseas was a monumental step and decision that still encourages and inspires others to dream big and never settle. My family all gathered at the airport to see me off for last-minute kisses and hugs. Now, if you think that's the end of the story and that everything was perfect the whole time, well, let me tell you, you're wrong, okay? Like, follow, and subscribe to this video. All the love and support will signal to me that you want a part 2. You want to know how my life, my second dream life in Kuwait as an expat teacher, amongst the world's most wealthiest nation. You want to know how things worked out for me? Don't forget to hit that button. Love you guys. Until next time.